guys, welcome back to Sally's Take. After watching a number of LGBTQ films in the past few weeks, I noticed a pattern that there are an overwhelming amount of LGBTQ films that are set in the past. So today I'm doing a quick video kind of exploring and questioning the problems and the necessity of queer films that are set in the past. One of the reasons why queer films are usually set in the past is probably because of nostalgia. Nostalgia is a powerful tool that makes people reminisce about the best part of things in the past, but when nostalgia is in a movie, it allows you to look into the past with a critical eye. According to Pam Cook in her book Screening the Past Memory and Nostalgia in Cinema, nostalgia could be viewed as subjective and fantasy, which are unreliable emotions. However, nostalgia could also be used as a bridge to transition from past to present ideas. Nostalgia allows the audience to feel a sense of loss while being critical of the past and finding a better solution to replace it. So we can see that LGBTQ films set in the past are kind of known for their aesthetics. It allows the audience to set foot back into the glitz and glams, the aesthetically pleasing atmosphere from a certain era, while also depicting homophobia, transphobia as a conservative and outdated idea by showing how the violence enacted upon the LGBTQ community affects LGBTQ characters. There is a trend in lesbian/bisexual films that are set in the 18th century, which includes long yearning looks, one older and one younger woman, the eventual forbidden, passionate kiss which will make headlines on how it's the hottest kiss the actresses had in their whole entire career, and no heterosexual kisses that they had on screen could ever compare to this, and the falling apart of the relationship. And how can I forget that it's mostly played by A-list actresses who are white, conventionally beautiful, and usually not gay. These women who had secret love affairs do exist in the past, no doubt, and it does make a good love story on screen. But when it seems to have a pattern of these movies coming out again and again, and so it can be a genre of its own, it begs the question of where's the diversity? Of course, it's necessary to learn and reflect the history of how queer people have long been oppressed, and it's nice to see an occasional forbidden love story, but is it necessary to reproduce the story with the same plot line, same setting, same kind of actors, and similar resolutions over and over again? If we are going to talk about history, if we want to talk about oppression, shouldn't it be more diverse and intersectional by now? I think we haven't even had an accurate depiction of Stonewall. We have not seen enough queer people of color in the historical context when they too are part of our community and they too fought for the rights we have today. I think queer people deserve to see the struggles of queer people in today's society. They deserve to have representation of their bodies, their stories, their sexuality, and be able to relate to it in today's context. One of the big problems with queer films that are set in the past is not only that it's set a long time ago, which makes it hard to kind of imagine yourself in the context of those characters, but it's also portrayed by a lot of straight, cis, white actors who are not LGBT in real life. And if you're in Asia, there is a big market also of BL series where a lot of straight actors can profit from this. Sure, you may be able to relate to some aspects of the LGBTQ character's experience in the movie, but you won't relate to the actors outside the movie. If you compare this to any actual queer actor representing queer characters on screen, such as Hunter Schafer or the entire cast of Pose or Laverne Cox, they are the ones making a real impact on the LGBTQ community and the world. Even if you don't relate to their stories in the movie or the series, you see yourself represented. You see these queer bodies taking up space in real life. So, In conclusion, is it necessary to portray queer films in the past? And my answer is yes, absolutely. It's important to know who fought before us, but maybe we can calm down on the Victorian era lesbian movies and finally create stories with POC queer people, because guess what? We actually do exist then, and we do exist now. I believe that we can create stories that teaches us about queer people in the past, but we also desperately need queer stories set in the now. Happy ones, sad ones, black, brown, Asians, with actual LGBTQ people involved in the production, not some straight actor who profit from gay series and move on to the next challenging role, not some company trying to capitalize of LGBT and do nothing to advocate for the community, and not some white people trying to whitewash and rewrite LGBTQ plus history. That is it for this video. It's gonna be a fairly short video, I think, but if you have any other opinions, please let me know in the comments down below. I would like to know more on this subject as well. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you soon.